This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. St. Mary loader man held with stolen car freed. A St. Mary loader man who was last year held driving a stolen motorcar in St. Catherine has been freed of a larceny-related charge. LaShawn Davison, 25, was found not guilty of receiving stolen property following a trial last Thursday in the St. Mary Parish Court. The trial judge, in upholding a no-case submission by attorney-at-law John Jacobs, agreed that the prosecution had not proven that his client had knowledge that the car was stolen. The judge also accepted Davidson's defense, which he had indicated from the outset that he was paid to drive the car. Davidson was arrested on December 21, 2021, after he was reportedly chased and caught by the police while driving a stolen Toyota Succeed motorcar along the Mandela Highway. But the court heard that when he was informed of being in possession of a stolen motorcar, he pointed to a truck that was traveling in front of him. He further told the cops that the truck driver had paid him $10,000 to drive the car from St. Mary to Kingston. The truck was pursued and the driver, Michael Adair, was arrested and charged, while his passenger was released. Adair was, however, freed of charges of simply larceny and receiving stolen property after his lawyer successfully argued that it was the passenger who was connected to the stolen car. Attorney-at-law Courtney Rowe also appeared for Davidson. DJ shot dead by cops on Windward Road. A man said to be a dancehall artist was shot dead during an altercation with the police on Tuesday on Windward Road in East Kingston. The deceased has been identified as 28-year-old Jerome Todd, otherwise called the One Chrome, of Tiverton Road in Rockfort, Kingston 2. The circumstances surrounding the incident are unclear at this time. However, one 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds of ammunition was removed from the scene. The police's corporate communications unit confirmed the incident. Preliminary reports online suggest that Todd is a DJ known for the song Kalpanja, but the police could not confirm that Todd was a dancehall artist. The matter was reported to the Independent Commissions of Investigations and the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau. Dancehall artist among 2 men allegedly held with a gun on Red Hills Road. An up-and-coming dancehall artist was among 2 men arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm last week. The suspects have been identified as 17-year-old Trevon Whitfield of a Warren Crescent Kingston 20 address and 31-year-old Lodgie Hamilton, otherwise known as the dancehall artist Don Taraza of Madras District in St. Anne. Reports are that about 6:50 p.m. on Sunday, September 25, a police team on patrol received the information regarding a man suspected to be carrying a firearm at a restaurant on Red Hills Road. Checks were made and on arrival, 2 men, upon seeing the police, started behaving in a manner which aroused the suspicion of the police. The men were accosted and searched, and one loaded Smith & Wesson M&P 40 Shield firearm was removed from the waistband of Whitfield. Hamilton, after being cautioned, allegedly said, "Mr. I'm my gun, I'ma give him." Both men were arrested and placed in custody pending further investigation. Jamaica collaborating with the TCI in crime fight. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson disclosed on Tuesday that he has been in discussions with his counterpart in the Turks and Caicos Islands on the matter of Jamaican-related gang activities in the British Overseas Territory. The territory's governor, Nigel Dakin, has appealed for support from the Jamaican government to tackle the problem. The TCI recorded 14 murders in September. General Anderson was asked about the matter during the JCF's monthly media briefing.
I have been speaking with the Commissioner of Police in Turks and Caicos. We've been having those discussions, and I know there's some other discussions taking place at government-to-government level. We already are working from an intelligence perspective together on this. As you say, it's early discussions, and I think that I'll leave it there for now. But as things develop, we'll certainly update on that.
Criminologist Dr. Jason McKay, responding earlier Tuesday to the revelation that Turks and Caicos government is grappling with a rise in Jamaican-related gang activities, demonstrates the seriousness of the gang problem in Jamaica. Dr. McKay said the Jamaican government should offer assistance to TCI and use the opportunity for information gathering on Jamaican criminals in the territory. The situation in the TCI has become so desperate that police officers from the United Kingdom have been deployed there to help local cops stem the bloodletting. Deandra Hamilton, a TCI journalist who spoke with the news on Tuesday, said a drug, gun, and gang unit will be established under the guidance of the UK police.
When the Premier and Governor went to the UK for that state funeral, they hung on a little longer and got in some meetings with their national security bosses there, because, of course, the Turks and Caicos Islands is a British overseas territory. The British is actually responsible for national security, and so that's where any guidance on a tactical level, strategic level, any kind of support would come from. We've had teenagers, we've had relatives of one person who was definitely targeted, gunned down, assassin style. These have been very violent, heinous crimes where people have been loaded with as many as 30 bullets, 15 bullets in one case, 20 bullets in another. Shell casings just everywhere. It's just been really shocking for the communities in the Turks and Caicos Islands, particularly, as mentioned, on the island of Confidentiales. It seemed just way out of what the police had been trained to handle, and that had been admitted by different officials.
St. Elizabeth man charged over robbery of elderly woman. The police in St. Elizabeth have charged a man in relation to a break-in and robbery of an elderly woman at her home. 20-year-old Dorani Powell, otherwise called Zugu, of Top Hill in Savannah District in the parish, has been charged with burglary and robbery with aggravation. The incident happened in Dunderhill District in Top Hill on Sunday, October 2. The police report that about 11 p.m., Powell, along with another man, kicked in the door to an elderly woman's house and entered the premises. Armed with knives, they reportedly robbed her of money, jewelry, and a washing machine. While leaving the community, residents apprehended one of the men while the other man escaped. On Monday, October 2, a snap raid was conducted and the second suspect was arrested. He is awaiting an interview. Powell's court date is being arranged. Hubby slapped with assault charge in marriage murder scandal. Weeks after his wife was slapped with a charge of attempted murder, following allegations that she tried to mow him down with her car, Edward Lee too has found himself in trouble with the law. He is now facing an assault charge stemming from allegations that he had body slammed his wife, causing severe injury to her arm. The 33-year-old Vanessa Johnson Lee, co-owner of Leah's Sugar-Coated Treats, is accused of using her BMW motorcar to knock down Lee at a business place on Conton Spring Road, St. Andrew, on November 21 last year, causing him to suffer 2 broken arms. It is also reported that she had threatened to kill him. The husband is alleged to have also caused the injuries to her neck and shoulder. The wife is alleged to have undergone surgery to reattach her arm to her shoulder. Both have, however, proclaimed their innocence. The estranged couple, who have since been granted an interim order to stay away from each other and not to make any contact, both appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. Their bail was extended and they are scheduled to return to court on November 8. Johnson Lee and her legal team were advised to bring her medical report to court on the next occasion, while Chadwick Berry, standing attorney at law for Lee, submitted the husband's medical report. The report is to be reformatted and placed on the court's file. In the meantime, the civil aspect of the matter, which relates to the interim consent order, which was granted by the family court after both sought restraining orders, is to be mentioned on January 30, 2023 for a final order. King's counsel Tom Tavares Finson and attorney at law Marcus Moore represent Johnson Lee, while Casey and Kennedy Sherman is representing the husband. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.